Inter and Barcelona. I tell you, Eric Roy's team are keeping...
And they're in good form, not as recent of La Liga. And at the end of the day, Real Madrid, they've lost a few key members as well. So...
always forgotten with the form of Iñaki Peña. Prohibitive favourites as they every single moment of this Champions League experience. And here they come in there. Is a wonderful scene. Great old stadium. Barca making the most of it in... There's Gerrard. And expect
edge of the penalty area. I think they've got to get that ball in the into the box from those angles and go from there.
Now, as a coach, he left Nice in controversial circumstances, and he's done an unbelievable job. Last season's Ligue 1 Coach of the Year, quite rightly.
Brest are going to really have to work hard. They're going to have to use up a lot of energy there and be a unit.
Rafinha, the crowd aware of potential landmark as Lala plays it downfield as York complains he was being held.
It's going to be a difficult night for him, sure. When the distances are clearing from that deep, you know, he's going to be isolated. He's got to hold that ball up. It's not easy when you've got two.
Now Pedri, plays the pass for Lewandowski, who was caught from behind. Penalty, clumsy from the goalkeeper Bizot into the back of Lewandowski, and Barca have an early chance to grab the lead here. Did one of Gaisca Mendieta's penalty masterclasses, which I've been lucky enough to. That was everything, he says. Dani Olmo, here's Lewandowski.
Yes, I remember playing against them. They were a decent side. They had some...
Yeah, amongst those individuals, David Ginola, Stefan Guivarc'h, Corentin Martins, who players decided one of them needed to take the mic and go out and sort of challenge the fans and call for calm, and it was David Ginola who did just that, not surprisingly. Here's Koundé, flicks and tricks. There's Casado. Already a Spanish international. Now Koundé, so close to pick the ball.
He's gone early on it, but a side-foot volley. There's a little touch off the shin. The defender and...
And he took a touch, surely. Part of that France side that engineered. Must be such fun being a Barcelona fan with this production line. Just names seem to roll off it. Here's Rafinha. Single Champions League game at the age of 17, just looks to the manner born. So many of these young players do, including this one, Pedri. And the pattern that Brest don't want is them just chasing the ball and not able to get a hold of it.
Yeah, very, very secure in their possession at the moment, Barca.
Rolled through to Fermin, goalkeeper has come, Bizot, and he hasn't dealt with it, and they just about... We always say in boxing that the punch that really hurts you is the one you don't see coming.
Not particularly happy with that one. I think he'd forgive him for what he's done for him this season, though. He's been outstanding, Rafinha.
Of course, predictable they do that, just as we were... Right now, Barcelona are a grand old team to play for. Now, at 1-0, they've always got a chance. Working hard. To him.
That was desperate defending there from Brest. Just turning the screw now, Barcelona.
Rafinha deflected. Wide.
Nestle in the top corner there. When he comes inside on his left there, the deflection. Oh, it's...
Barca starting to fancy it now. Now Rafinha. Beautiful ball, weighted by Pedri, and they're cute.
A bit late, there's that little ball, look, beautifully weighted for Rafinha. Gets that ball across, and it's desperate defending again from Brest. The player just said, no, hey, let me have this. It was a lovely little run, wasn't it? That's the thing nowadays, you get in that penalty area, you run at people, stick a leg out, there's penalties left, right and centre. You can't touch a player nowadays. They're just 30 minutes in now, they're hanging on in there.
He read it well, didn't he? Sort of took over the captain at the far post. Missing Cook. Fans delighted that Brendan Chardonnay stayed and has actually signed a new contract. There were all sorts of reports linking him with a move away after the early goal from Lewandowski from the penalty spot. Barca completely dominant here.
Yeah, they're overrun in midfield, Brest, because Gerrard to be played. There's Gerrard now. Look, Pedro's inside there. They close in. There's always a spare man, and that's the problem Brest have got.
Gerrard is the spare man again, and that ricochets into... Not that you can blame him. And by the way, we're the only team before this season to have made their European debut in the Champions League.
I've seen him do that in many games, actually, this season. He makes quite a lot with his feet. Good reactional save.
She got great power on that header. He had to create a bit of it. Being picky. Short for Pedri. Now he has the angle that he wants. It was his. A long list, really. Christensen up there. Ferran Torres to Stade. In a way, Barca in front, but had an excellent game at centre-half. 3 or 4 last-ditch challenges to deny Barcelona, but...
You know, Barcelona, they've got to open things up. They're the favourites. The pressure's on them a little bit. Yes, they're 1-0 up, but you're never safe in any game of...
Mabalde, who's a forward player, signed from Lyon, has been really good, really lively. Not necessarily for that midfield area, but he is someone who gets through a quality of Pereira large. They've got a few they could usefully come on. Of course, Barca have got more than a few. Really impressed with the way Brest have kept their shape defensively, because it's so hard to do against Barca. Chasing back there with Fermin Lopez, with Kenny. After this Brest home game against PSV, away against Shakhtar Donetsk, and then in January, after that Shakhtar game, they finish off with a home game against Real Madrid. Just brilliant. Spin from Lewandowski. India getting through any kind of range. There have been Brest bodies in the way. Now Koundé. From Lewandowski, the danger is still there. There's Pedri. Oh, Doumbia has been peanut.
Brilliant.
That's right.
Yeah, doesn't play the ball at all. What a...
One of them. I think it might just have been Lewandowski. Still his penalty separates them, and Yeti, the leg. You can hear that. Can't Delba, a blast of it at the start of the second half. Dani Olmo. Just... Now Pedri. No. Fermin Lopez. Half an hour to play. Brest still in there fighting.
To do just that one moment, that break. There he is again. There.
Chardonnay has been magnificent. He's starting to threaten Barca with his pace. Lively running. And the card comes out for Kamara.
Lovely feet from Pedri. Look at that, look. Spins round twice and again gets back.
To win that game, and it sort of set in motion what ended up happening. I remember at the time thinking, I'll just have a look and see the last time they came from 2 down to win a league game. And it summed up the journey that they'd made.
In the ball around, Gavi's come on with Pedri. Been waiting for that for a long time, those two youngsters back together.
This fella, Mama Balde, around. Is he going to go for it himself here, Mama Balde? Gavi just settling into that rhythm that he knows so well. 20. Oh no, the flag went up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Of course it did, yeah. Although it may have stood, actually. It was
a close call, wasn't it?
It was. Well, a reminder of...
Everything's inside him. He jumps back, makes himself onside and then goes again. He's in a better position then, but he was almost like disengaged.
And again, rolled in by Gerard Martin, Barca.
Yeah, the last sequence of play there, it's all 1 and 2 touch football. All one, nobody taking more than 2 if they need to.
He thoroughly deserved his booking. For him,
Like that, lovely bit of skill it was.
one he might have thrived in at home. He'll be...
Referee's assistant, and yes, it was offside.
Great finish.
It was a good finish. He actually looked across. He wanted somebody.
Lee would have had that moment they dreamt of.
Yeah.
They'll take that for now, but can they score a real goal? More change. Pablo Torre scored a couple on his last outing against Sevilla. Another of the talented young players in those midfield areas for Barca. Pedri, Lewandowski.
Use the ball, but he's aware of danger. That's what I've been impressed with.
Balde. Martin was a bit hesitant there. Magnetti, some of these Brest players.
Yeah.
Unfortunate that the card didn't come out again there. Fevre. Now they can try and profit from that in towards Balde. Smartly done. That's one for the highlight reel. To get this ovation. Another mid.
Gerard tonight been excellent. Yeah, pass as well. There's a little nutmegs when it's right to play one over the top. If it's got runners,
a display like that, and he comes off, and not just any crowd, but this crowd rises to you.